So
I can detain you until I determine your identity.
you can detain me if you have RAS, reasonable articulable suspicion of a crime, and you don't have that, sir.
I don't know what I have.
Exactly. So you cannot detain me legally. You can
determine your identity.
You do not, and you're not getting it. You won't get it.
You need to come here on Wednesday night when the supervisor's here, the town supervisor,
Mm-hmm.
and have her. I wouldn't be filming that.
Film
I
what?
haven't taken anything yet. You need to go through Marcia.
Your name is?
Marcia Lexer.
I'm sorry, your name is?
Why are you? Why are you filming us?
How do we verify you're a journalist?
Oh, the First Amendment of the United States Constitution gives everybody the right to press.
For me to complete my investigation of what's going on here, I need to complete a police report because I've been called here.
Well, if you can't leave the other spots blank, you can put down good citizen in all the other spots, all right?
Do you have a vehicle here today?
I don't answer these kind of questions.
Okay.
So
I'm
I'd
not
like to
gonna-
go. I'd
I'm
like to
gonna
go in there
run-
and conduct my business, fill out
I'm
a
going
full
to run the
request, and I'll be on my
license plates
way.
every vehicle in this parking lot. I don't know anything about you. You are claiming to be a journalist representing no organization. I have to take your word for that because you're not presenting any
Correct,
proof.
and this is America, and that's the way it works.
Well, here's the problem.
Believe
You are being
that I'm a criminal?
unnecessarily difficult.
No. Exercising constitutional rights is not being difficult, sir.
These kids want to act up in school, want to go to school and embarrass you, want to make like they ain't got no home training. So I told my son, don't go to school embarrass me no more. I take care of you, son. I give you anything you want. I discipline you. But you're going to embarrass me like this? No, so now I'm going to cut his hair.
Oh, I gotta ask you,
with bald hair.
Hey, do me a favor. Wait for the SWAT guys. Now I saw you were in a restricted area. Now I want your identification. You're not getting it.
Don't embarrass me. I told him, don't embarrass me. No.
Down here today, it is April 11th, down here in the town of Yorkshire and the village of Delevan. Delevan Village Municipal Buildings over here, right next to the fire hall. And we got the town hall of Yorkshire. Let's go ahead and get inside and go ahead and give them a civil rights investigation, First Amendment audit, and let's take a look where this place is located real quick. All right, fam, let's get at it. Got this nice little looks like this says the main entrance is in the back here. Let's go ahead and head back here. We're in Cattaraugus County is what this is. Looks like there's a substation connected to the building out front. No, I don't actually need any help. I'm just here to take some photos of the place.
Okay, for,
A story I'm working on.
okay.
But
What story?
I'm just doing a little story on the Yorkshire Town Hall and Delevan Village Hall eventually here. But I don't need any help. If I need help, I'll let you know.
Well, that's all you can get to. There's nothing open
Oh, all right.
to the public. You need to come here on Wednesday night when the supervisor's here, the town supervisor,
Mm-hmm.
and have her. I wouldn't be filming that.
Film
I
what?
haven't taken anything yet. You need to go through Marcia.
Your name is?
Marcia Lexer.
I'm sorry, your name is?
Why are you? Why are you filming us? You know.
Well, you're talking to me, telling me where I can and can't film. I'd like to know your name and your position here.
You really shouldn't be in the building, okay? Wait, if you're gonna take
This
pictures.
is a public building.
I know it is, but you're taking pictures of it. And the town supervisor really needs to know why you're doing it.
No. Your name is?
So, I'll get these filled out.
Okay.
You don't want to give your name?
You can come back on a Wednesday.
Are you Donna?
There is
Larry,
more
town
than
clerk?
one Donna here, so
What's your last name?
my name is Donna. Can I help you with something? I don't want
Yeah,
you
what's your position here?
No, I'm not going to answer that until you tell me why you're filming.
I just told you I'm an independent journalist working on a story on the
Okay,
town.
that's fine, but you have to go through our supervisor if you're ready.
Oh no, that's not incorrect.
Well, that's how I say, because there is only this hallway that's public.
That's fine. I won't be here long, obviously. Then it's not much for me to take the photographs of. But you don't wish to state your name or your position here?
Nope, not right now.
All right. It's Donna.
Excuse me, sir. This is a private office.
Oh,
You
this
need
is
to stop
public.
filming in my
It's a
office.
public office.
Nope.
You won't even give me your name. How am I supposed to
Your
respect you and listen to your authority if you won't even tell me who you are or what your position
Well,
is
you're
here?
standing there with a camera, and this is a private office.
I'm standing in the
There's-
publicly accessible area, though.
But this is confidential stuff around here. That's why the door is shut. That's why people
Right,
aren't
and
allowed
then I'm not coming in there.
Okay, but you're pointing a camera in here. Please leave.
That's a constitutionally protected activity, though. I will leave as soon as I'm done with my official business here. There's some plaques on the wall. I got some employees here that don't want to identify who they are or what they do here. So the two ladies here on the screen wouldn't identify themselves. The one on the right said there are multiple Donnas. I went ahead and pulled up the list of employees for Yorkshire. The only Donna I could find was the town clerk named Donna. The only other Donna I could find was the court clerk, and her name wasn't even listed on See-Through New York on payroll at all. So if I was to take a guess, this is just a guess, but I'm assuming that's who these ladies are. And if anybody knows these ladies and can confirm that, go ahead and put it in the comment section. Pretty patriotic office. We got some flags up here. Stars and stripes. I think she's in there calling the police on us. There's two public employees here that don't want to identify. Definitely calling the police on us for taking photographs in public. This was available on Wednesday. The town supervisor is only here on certain days. Keep the garbage down here on the steps. Inspector. Excuse me.
Yes.
Can I get one of each of those business cards there? Is one of these your business card?
Nope.
And you don't wish to give your name at all?
Nope.
Other than your name is Donna?
That's all I'm saying right
Will you at least give me your position here?
now. Nope, not right now.
Did you call the police? Ma'am? Did you call the police?
Yes, I did.
Are they coming here?
I do not know. I've asked you to leave.
You can't just ask people to leave a public
I
building.
can ask them to leave.
No, you can't. This
Yes, I can.
building is owned by the public. It's a public building. So we got code enforcement, dog, Yorkshire, water. She only gave me 3 out of, looks like 5 different ones there. I can't really tell. I guess I didn't get the assessor of the water department one. You hear that, family? Donna, assuming she's a town clerk, asked us to leave. I need to know if the police are coming, because if they're coming, I don't want to run. I don't want them looking for me elsewhere. I'll wait for them, but if they're not coming, I'm pretty much done taking all my photographs here. You don't know if they're coming or not?
I asked to see an officer.
I'm sorry?
I asked to see someone, yes.
All right.
I do not know when they'll be here.
I'll hang around. Do you have a FOIL request form?
It's on our website. I do not have a hard copy.
There's no hard copies I can fill out here in person? I need to know your name or your position here so that I can do a FOIL request about you. Are you going to deny my FOIL ability?
No, I'm not.
Well, then just, can you tell me your position here? Are you a clerk, a deputy clerk?
I'm a clerk.
You're not, are you the town clerk or a deputy clerk? Ma'am, you work for the public. This is simple public information.
That's correct. And I've asked you to not video us, and I've asked you to put the camera away.
Ma'am.
And I will talk to you. I'm not talking to you in front of the camera right now.
Ma'am, you already agreed to be videotaped and video recorded when you took this job in the public sector, because video recording is a constitutional right of the people. So you're not the actual Donna Lavery clerk? Boy, this lady ain't helpful at all. Let's go get some pictures of the outside of the building, see if the sheriff's department comes. envelopes. What this lady's name is, I sure would like to know. This building could use some power washing. Very dirty. Definitely could use some power washing. Look at that. I'd like to do a full request. Can I just get a blank sheet of paper I'll write it on? Kind of waiting for the sheriffs or the police to come. She says she called them and she's wants to see an officer, so while we're waiting we might as well take advantage of the time in between them getting here and go ahead and check out the Delevan village offices. It's not very big and they're certainly not very friendly. Offices here. How you doing?
Good.
I'm just here to get some photographs of the office and see what's available in the office here.
Well, you can't,
Why not?
because you are in the vestibule and that's it. I think you were asked to leave across the street at the tower.
Yeah, that was pretty rude, wasn't it?
Well, what's your name?
Oh, my name's Dan.
And what is this for?
I'm an independent journalist just doing a story on the village of Delevan and the town of Yorkshire and getting some photographs of the offices, that's all. But that was pretty rude that she asked me to leave the public place, isn't it?
Well, if you weren't stating what you wanted.
Oh, I didn't want anything. I don't need any help.
I know, but in today's world, do you really think it's...
Oh yeah, today's world, the Constitution still counts.
Well, yes, it does, but we have rights, too, for protection.
Well, you got a right to what?
Not to be harassed.
Am I harassing you?
Well, you got a camera in my face. I
Cor-
can get my phone and...
Camera isn't harassment.
That's harassment. You know.
Oh no. Oh, this guy's coming in hot. We got this guy coming in lights and all.
What's going on?
Not too much. Some rude public employees.
Excuse me?
I got some rude public employees here.
What's going on? What can I ask you what you're doing?
Yeah. I was
what do you
working
do?
on a story on the building and taking some photographs in public.
Okay. Were you being belligerent a little bit?
Heck no. How you doing?
How we doing?
Pretty good.
Okay. What's going on today?
Just taking some photographs in public. Working on a story on the town of Yorkshire and Delevan. They called the police on me for taking photographs in public.
All right. Are you with a press organization?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have any credentials?
I'm independent and I don't give out credentials or ID unless I've been suspected of a crime.
Okay. How do
I
we
don't wish to.
verify-
I don't wish to
verify you're a
waive my
journalist?
Fourth Amendment rights.
How do we verify you're a journalist?
Oh, the First Amendment of the United States Constitution gives everybody the right to press.
Okay.
First Amendment, you know, the Constitution, the one you swore an oath to.
Right.
So everybody, like, he's the press, you're the press, I'm the press. Just saying on this wall, we don't need credentials, we don't need ID to be the press. Correct?
So what's your purpose here today? Do you have business to conduct with the town of Yorkshire?
Yeah.
Okay. What is that business?
I'm working on a story with freedom of the press, just taking some photographs of publicly accessible areas.
Okay. So there's a difference between like a public sidewalk and a building like this, right?
Well, it's public.
Okay. They have the right to restrict access.
To the public? Publicly accessible areas.
If it was the same as a sidewalk, they would not be allowed to lock the door, right?
Well, they can't lock the door during open business hours.
Okay.
We the
Are you-
people-
Are you
we the
here to
people.
conduct business?
Yeah,
with
I
the
asked.
town?
I asked to do a FOIA request, and she's refusing to give her name. She's refusing to give me a form or anything.
A form request for what?
That's a legitimate question. What kind of records are you trying to foil?
Well, I'd like to FOIA her salary, her job title, and all that. But she's restricted. She won't give me her name or job title here.
I can get you the information. You have to foil that in writing by mail. You can't
Yep.
just...
Well, you
send
could
that.
you
And a lot of
could
that is
simply
publicly
fill.
accessible
You
through
could simply
Open New
fill.
York
I can go in
online.
this town hall and take photographs. That is official business.
Okay.
I haven't committed no crimes. I haven't been belligerent. I haven't been rude to that lady. I haven't done nothing
4-3
illegal.
Scarecrow.
So, what is there a problem?
I was called here because they asked me to come due to concerning behavior. That's all I know.
Well, there's nothing concerning about somebody running a camera.
Now I'm interviewing you.
There's nothing concerning about running a camera.
Okay. But what is your... If you have no further business to conduct with the town of Yorkshire, you know, filing paperwork...
Or taking
whatever the case
pictures.
may be,
Or taking pictures. That's official business.
okay. Have you gotten the pictures you need?
I pretty much got all the pictures I needed here. I was actually down in the village of Delevan's village hall, little publicly accessible area there. And then I seen you come in hot with lights and sirens, like there was a bank robbery coming down because somebody was
We got a
video.
subsequent panic alarm.
I
out
know
here.
that's pretty bad.
Okay. Well, again,
Well,
until
if
I
you
get
want
here
to-
figure out what's going on.
If you want to go in there and inform her my right to be in public and video record, then it'd be all set, right?
We're going to put a sign on and we're going to close the building then.
You're closing the building to the public? What's your name?
I'm the highway superintendent. The building is...
The highway superintendent's going to close down the publicly accessible area during business hours?
I'm in charge of the building.
So
That's not a very good look.
If board resolution...
if you'd like to conduct some business with them, then you can conduct business.
No, I can't. You just locked the door. Look at this. You just locked the door during
But
business hours because of a camera. It's not going to go over very well for
But
people.
if you just came in
So,
to
get
film,
your name tag here.
last name
You
is
got
Hatch,
you got a badge number?
3866.
3866.
Yep. Trooper
Yeah, I got
State
business.
Police
I'd like to fill out a full request, and I'd like to go in there and do that. But as you can see, they locked the doors. I mean, like, I tell you what.
You had opportunity to do that. You
No,
did
no,
not-
no. She
you did
refused
not take the
service. She
opportunity to do
refused
that.
service. She refused service in there, is what happened. And then, I took all the pictures I could. and then I went down to the village hall, but I seen you come up here, and I'm not running because I didn't do anything illegal.
Okay.
I certainly haven't broken any crimes or made any crimes here.
Okay.
So I came up here to investigate exactly what's going on, and I feel like you're trying to tell me I can't go into this public building to take
I'm
photos.
also here to investigate what's going on. I have a 911 call that I'm answering. Okay?
Right. So have I?
We're having a conversation.
So have I taken care of, telling you that I'm not here to cause any ill will. I'm just here to take photographs of the publicly accessible area.
I need to gather 4 basic pieces of information from you that you've already stated you're not going to provide, but I'm going to ask you again anyway. Your name, your date of birth, your address, and your phone number.
My name is Dan. I'm an independent journalist, and I do not wish to waive my Fourth Amendment rights.
Daniel. Dan short for Daniel?
Just Dan. That's all. That's the only information I'm giving you, and that's more than I have to.
For me to complete my investigation of what's going on here, I need to complete a police report because I've been called here.
Well, if you can't leave the other spots blank, you can put down good citizen in all the other spots, all right?
Do you have a vehicle here today?
I don't answer these kind of questions.
Okay.
So
Well,
I'd like to go in there and conduct my business, fill out a FOIA request, and I'll be on my way.
Every vehicle in this parking lot.
That's not going to go over well for you, my friend.
I'm here.
What crime are you investigating?
I'm investigating a complaint, not a crime, a
all right,
complaint.
well, what
and I have to
complaint?
gather basic
The
information.
complaint is I was taking photographs in a public place. Go in there and inform them that's not a crime, that's nothing to be concerned about, that's constitutionally protected activity, and you guys can be on your way.
Okay.
If town hall is temporarily closed, guys. You're the highway superintendent?
Highway Superintendent.
Are you elected or appointed?
I'm appointed as a building inspector, and I'm elected as a highway superintendent. I'm appointed
So this is
by-
an elected official, guys, who swore an oath to the United States Constitution to take his oath of office, and he's gonna lock down the building for somebody conducting a constitutionally protected activity. You can't get in there. This highway superintendent just locked the building down because somebody was taking photographs in public, sir. Can I get your name?
Mine?
Yeah.
Trooper Ando.
Trooper what?
Ando.
Ando?
Andio.
And your badge number?
160.
Thank you very much, sir. No, I'm not here to cause problems. I'm really not. I'm here to photograph what's available for the public and disseminate this information to the public. This lady here was kind of rude. Obviously, you can see this guy's pretty rude. He's locking down a publicly accessible building for photographs. I mean, I think that you could do your job a little better and explain to them that what I'm doing is not illegal.
So,
number one. Number two, it's
I mean,
constitutionally protected.
This is still a place of business.
Right, and I'm conducting business here.
It's not a public place the same way that a sidewalk is.
And I'm conducting official business here.
Okay.
Official business.
Then what are you an official of?
I'm an official journalist collecting information for the public.
You failed to provide me any press credentials.
Unfortunately, there's no such thing as press credentials in this country.
There are.
No, there's not.
Sure there are.
Who would produce press credentials? What agency in New York would
affiliated?
What agency would produce that?
With a journalistic organization.
All right, so an organization would create their own, right? If I created my own and gave you a card that said press, what's the difference if I did or didn't? Nobody can
be identifying yourself to me.
I did identify myself. I identified myself as a journalist. My name is Dan, and that's more than I have to give you.
Okay. I don't know anything about you. You are claiming to be a journalist representing no organization. I have to take your word for that because you're not presenting.
Correct, and this is America, and that's the way it works.
Well, here's the problem. I have no idea who you are. Anyone can claim to be anyone. Are you a wanted criminal? Are you a murderer? Are you a terrorist? I have no idea. I, as part of an investigation, have to determine things like this. Can you see my point here?
I understand that you. I understand that you want to identify me.
Concerned some citizens here.
Because I was video recording.
Okay.
If you've seen the video here, you would be like, "Oh, this guy was very polite. He was very cordial. He gave him the information that I gave him." I mean, have I made you suspicious by telling you what I'm doing? And have I been rude? Have I been disorderly with you? Have I caused you to believe that I'm a criminal?
Difficult.
No. Exercising constitutional rights is not being difficult, sir. Exercising constitutional rights,
They have
like
a
not
right.
giving you
They have a
my
right to close
ID
this building.
is my right. That's my Fourth Amendment right. And you swore an oath to that Constitution to uphold and
Part and
protect my
parcel,
right.
They have rights as well.
What right do they have?
If they feel their safety is endangered, they can shut this building, which they've done.
Yeah, they're not gonna. It's not gonna be a good look for them, and it's not gonna go over well when the people see
We
this.
don't know who you are. We don't know if you are a danger. You're presenting yourself.
I
to
don't
be
know if she's a
journalist.
danger. I don't know if that guy's a danger. I don't know if you're a danger. This is
You
a,
willingly
this.
walked in here. So you assume that risk upon yourself if they're if they're dangerous people. They did not assume that risk by opening the door and saying people can come in here and file paperwork, and then
This is a
somebody's acting-
public building. This isn't a private organization. This isn't a private property. They can't just trespass people willy-nilly.
You're not listening to me. Okay, turn around here. No parking, 10 p.m. to 7 a.m. This is a quote-unquote public parking lot, but they can restrict it, right? They can restrict access here. They can
That's
restrict
because
access to
the
the parking
place
lot.
closes. It has open business hours.
Okay.
This place is subject to time, place, and manner. It is.
You were
It
not
is
conducting
indeed
any of the
not the
business
same.
that this building exists to conduct.
This place is indeed not the same as a sidewalk because it is not a public forum. It's not a traditional public forum. It's a limited public forum, subject to time, place, and or time. Right.
Sure.
So they have the right to put that sign up. Correct? Are we within those hours? Are we within the hours that this building's open?
Did they have
All right,
to
so the
ask
time
the
and
public
place-
to change the time that this building is open? No, they did not.
Do they have to change it?
That-
They can't just close this building
Sure
down
they can.
because
They just
someone's
did.
here with a camera.
They just did.
Yeah, wait till the people outrage about that. We're gonna see how enjoyable that is. So
Okay.
I don't know what else to tell you. I mean, I'm here to conduct my business. I like to do a full request,
Which is available online as well.
but I'm here in person, and I like to do it in person.
You had your opportunity.
No, she refused service, and you're gonna see that once you see this video.
I'm sure that if you had walked in there without a camera, you would have gotten a completely different reaction.
So if I didn't exercise my constitutional rights in this building, I would have got better service. Do you know how un-American that sounds, sir?
Do you know how many hundreds of people go through this building on a probably monthly basis and handle paperwork without a camera and don't have any issues? So this is out of the ordinary behavior. Just because it is
Is out of the ordinary illegal?
no.
All right,
I'm going.
all
with
right.
this. Just because it is not illegal doesn't mean that it's socially acceptable. Okay? That's why we got called.
Are you
here.
saying that the Constitution of the United States is socially unacceptable? I mean, that's what you're
You are
getting
now
at.
putting words in my mouth.
No, I am here exercising constitutional rights. I'm exercising my
They
right to
asked you
privacy.
To leave the
I'm,
building. You refuse to leave the building.
well, I'd like you to go ask them to give me $5. Do they have to give me $5? No. And when they ask me to leave a public place, I don't have to leave. That's not a law. There's no law saying that they can ask somebody to leave public. That would be a violation of the 14th Amendment of the United States
They can't
Constitution.
let anybody squat in the hallway. Sure, they can ask people to leave this.
They can ask somebody squatting. They can ask somebody who is loitering. All right, these
You
are
were in there
crimes.
long enough to prove
Trespassing.
that you were not legitimately trying to conduct the business that they offer in there.
That's because she refused services. All right, and secondly, taking photographs inside this building is legitimate official business. It's not up to them to decide what
Okay, there's a
legitimate
difference
business
there.
is.
Legitimate, maybe. Official, no. You're not.
It is
in an
official.
capacity.
I am officially.
No, you're
I'm
not.
officially a journalist, and I'm officially here. That can't be denied.
Where can I, public citizen, access your journalistic works?
Don't worry. This
If I want to
story.
read them or watch them.
Don't worry, Trooper Hatch. This story is gonna find you. This story is gonna find you.
If you are a published journalist, I can access your stuff at a moment's notice, right?
You could.
Okay. How can I do that? I'm interested
Listen,
in your journalistic work.
The problem is, this is an investigation. If I start giving you information,
I'm
it's
doing
going
the
to inhibit my investigation.
You're inhibiting
it's
my
gonna-
investigation.
No. You're free to investigate. You have a lawful authority to investigate, and you're doing so.
I can detain you until I determine your identity.
You
Is
can
that the road
detain me
line
if you
down?
have RAS, reasonable articulable suspicion of a crime, and you don't have that, sir.
I don't know what I have.
Exactly. So you cannot detain me legally. You can illegally detain me. You can illegally put me in handcuffs. You can illegally even arrest me. But that's not legal. What I'm doing is legal. What you're doing right now is illegal. We're having a conversation.
Right?
You cannot detain me because you have no reasonable articulable suspicion of a crime.
Well,
And I'm not leaving. And you know what? I was across the street when you came in hot with lights and sirens, like somebody's robbing this place because somebody came here
I had
with a
panic
camera.
alarm.
I know.
Panic alarm.
You hear that, Erie County fam? They hit the panic alarm.
This isn't Erie County.
Yeah, hit the panic alarm. Make sure you guys hit that thumbs up every time you hit the panic alarm. So is there anything else you need from me?
I need to complete a police report on this interaction. I have a 911 complaint.
Well, I'm not entitled to help you fill out your complaint form. I mean, that's your job. You can do it. You don't need my
I
help.
have to determine your identity.
You do not. And you're not getting it. You won't get it. Look at that grin, fam. You know he's violated somebody's Fourth Amendment rights before. He really thought he was going to get mine today.
These kids want to act up in school, want to go to school and embarrass you.
Call a supervisor. You can illegally get my ID. As a matter of fact, it's inside my fanny pack right here, my ID.
Okay.
If you think you have the authority, open my fanny pack and take it out.
I am not going to lay a hand on your person.
Exactly, because you don't have the authority and you're not getting my identification today. Because I did not commit a crime. Had I committed a crime and you have reasonable articulable suspicion, I would absolutely comply with the law and give you my ID. I would give you my identity, but you don't, and you're not getting it today, right? Walking into the town hall, taking photographs is a constitutionally protected activity, all right? No crime, no ID. I'm not waiving my Fourth Amendment rights. If I was a criminal, right?
Which I can't determine if you are or
if
not.
I was a criminal and I had warrants and I was also, if I was across the street and I seen
How
you
do
come
I
in
know
hot,
if you have a
listen,
warrant?
wait a second. If I was a criminal, right? And I have warrants, or if I committed a crime in this building, arrestable offense, right? And I was across the street and I seen you coming hot, don't you think I would have took off? Don't you think I would have left? Do you think
I'm
that
not
I would come up here?
speculate.
Do you think that I would come up here and be like, "Hey, my name's Dan. I'm a journalist. Shake your hand"? No, that's not what criminals do.
I've dealt with a lot of very interesting people who do things that don't make sense.
And I don't doubt that for a second in this world nowadays. But my point is, if I was committing a crime and if I did something illegal, I certainly wouldn't come up here and talk to you. I wouldn't walk up to you guys. I would have split. I would have took off. Secondly, a person who's committing a crime isn't going to openly come here and can I get this lady's name, or at least her title here, what her position is here? Is she a deputy clerk, the elected clerk? You guys don't want to give that information up? Look at these guys, they're going home. They just got the rest of the day off because somebody video recording in public. That's kind of crazy. Did you explain to them that it's not illegal for me to take their photo in the public?
They're employees of the town. They can set
Did
their own
you
policies.
did you
They don't
explain
work for
to
me.
them? Did you explain to them that it's not illegal what I'm doing?
I walked in the door. They said,
I know.
you're coming back
I
across
think
the
you're
street
doing
and
a
walk
poor.
back out
I
this
think you're
door.
doing a poor job.
My partner
I think
has-
you're doing a poor job right
my
now.
partner has interviewed them.
All right, let me take Trooper. Quick question, Trooper. Did you inform all these public employees that it is not illegal to take their photograph in public, including inside the town hall?
In public, it's not an issue. I don't know.
I'm saying,
what
like, did
they're-
you tell this lady right here that it was not a crime for me to walk into town hall and take her photograph?
I didn't have to.
She knows already?
I mean, she didn't ask if it was a crime or anything.
Well, I mean, she called you guys because I was taking photographs in public.
I don't know what the initial complaint that you told him or he talked to you about if it was, but
Well, I'll fill it in with you.
okay.
I'm in here as a journalist, just taking photographs, and they called you and hit a panic button. So I'm just interested if you informed any of these people that it's not a crime to photograph them in public or work on a story or be a journalist inside this building.
Again, I don't know what their rules are in the building or anything like that, but I mean, it's not illegal to.
Did you inform? I'm
public.
just asking if you informed them that it's not illegal for me to take the photograph in
No, I
public.
didn't need to.
They didn't ask?
No.
I mean, they called you here because I was taking photographs in public. You could have informed them that that's not illegal, right?
I guess they were saying that you were trying to go into their office. Which
No. That's a lie.
They said that they had private information and other stuff on there, and you were saying that it's all public.
I was in the publicly accessible areas and never ever tried going into any public or any offices.
That's fine.
They got cameras. They could have showed you if that was a fact.
And then, no need to see it. They just said that.
So they closed this place. They closed this place down, huh? For that?
I don't know if they closed it down for that. I know that the one was. He said that he had a meeting, and then the other one was done with work already. So, I mean,
See what time.
realistically, I wish I was done at work at what?
Don't you
2:30?
wish?
That'd be nice.
Don't you wish you could go home because I took your photograph? It is 12:30. This place is open till 2 o'clock, guys. Look at the open sign, still on. It's probably on a timer. This place is open till 2 o'clock according to their hours. So at 12:30 they kicked out of here. But
That'd be nice.
that would be nice, right?
That'd be great.
I could take your photo and you get to go home, right?
Man, that'd be a great day of work for me.
Don't you wish that you could be as big as a baby as these town workers? I know you don't want to answer that because you want to put them on the spot, but I got no ill will here. I'm just taking photographs in public. I got all the pictures in there I needed. I would like to have done a FOIL request, but they don't want to.
I guess they told me to do that. I think you have to go online and then mail it in. I guess
Nah,
you can't just drop it off.
You can. This is New York State law. You can. They're wrong.
That's
They're
what
wrong.
they told me.
But I'm telling you that you definitely can do it in person. You can do it in person. You can do it online. You can do it through email. You can do it anywhere.
You have to mail it in. I don't know if you can go in person and do that. But
I've done FOIL requests all over the state. I've been all over the place. I know for a fact.
I learn something new every day, right?
Yeah, FOIL request is a New York State law. You can fill out a FOIL request in person or online, or some places don't offer online, some places do.
Ours takes like weeks upon weeks to get it, so.
Yeah, I know for like state troopers it's tough because everything's got to go through Albany versus coming here.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I've never seen a town hall close like that. And I've been to a lot of town halls. I've been to a lot of city halls. I've been to every county hall in the Western District of New York. I have never seen a town hall closed down because somebody took photographs. I think that you could have done a little better at your job, Trooper, by informing them what I was doing was not illegal, by just taking photographs in public. I don't think that they've got educated at anything. Can they have a policy against photographs in the clerk's office?
If they're sensitive records exposed.
From the publicly accessible areas, where I'm saying where the public is allowed to be, can they have a policy?
Through the window, they might have who knows what records out on the desk.
Right, and the onus is on them, not me.
They asked you to leave, you did not leave.
They can't just ask somebody to leave public. That's a violation of the Constitution. 14th Amendment.
It's not the same as a sidewalk. It's a place of business. If you're
Right.
here to legitimately conduct business.
I was legitimately conducting business, taking photographs in public. That's legitimate public business.
In your mind and in their mind, it's two different things. And so they're within their rights to close that office down and leave.
Yeah, they think they're within their rights, but they're not.
They don't have to stand there and serve somebody that's causing them concern.
They have to, when these public officials took their oath of office or when they started working with the public, they gave permission to have their photo taken, just like you do. When you took this public position, you become a public servant, you have no expectation of privacy. It is constitutionally protected activity to film your government employees in the course of their duty. That means you conducting your business, she conducts her business, anybody. The only law in New York State that would prohibit me from filming is inside of a courtroom or inside of a court office or the hallways thereof. That is the law for New York State. Other than being in this publicly accessible hallway, taking photographs in there, if I wanted to take photographs for 6 hours while they're open, that's official business. They cannot ask me to leave. I'm sorry, they can ask me to leave, but they can't force me to leave. Right? Anybody, I can ask you for $5, and if you don't want to give me $5, you don't have to. Just like they can ask me to leave the publicly accessible area while I'm conducting official business, but they can't tell me to leave. They can't make me leave, right? That's constitutionally protected activity.
Well, we're just going to talk in circles here if we continue down this path. Do you have the footage you need for your purported?
Yeah, I got the footage of the inside there, yeah. I mean, obviously I can't get back in there to take any more photos.
Right.
Yeah, I took a few photos of this here police car while you're here.
Looks like just about every other one we have.
Inspection on there. This one was just inspected. I like that. Hope he's not smoking in this here public vehicle. You got him here. You can inform him so why he's here, that what filming in public is constitutionally protected, is not illegal. There's no need for a panic alarm. I'm sure you guys got more important things to do than watch me walk around and take photographs. I'm sure you guys do. But I'm gonna go down to the village hall, finish my photographs down there if they haven't locked the offices down there as well, and then I'll probably be on my way. But I think you could do better, Trooper.
You're entitled to your opinion.
They're gonna go through, run the plates on all the vehicles around here to try to figure out who we are. Boy, they came in hot with the sirens and lights and everything. Well, Erie County fam, that was pretty crazy. I said hit the thumbs up because they hit the panic button. He's like, we're not in Erie County. Like, I know where I'm at, man. But the Erie County fam has the 16th or 14th Amendment right to conduct business in all states, all counties. We're not confined to just one county. So let's see if they close this office down in here. They also closed down this building here. Till 2 p.m. It's only 12:30. So they've also closed down this office here. Lots of public information in this place. The troopers are gonna follow us around. Let's see if we can take them for a walk. So that is the village of Delevan and town of Yorkshire down here, shutting down the offices for a camera. All of them during business hours, Erie County fam. Let's see if we can take these guys for a walk. They're still over there trying to figure out what's going on. Come down the road here to this gazebo, sitting in this public area here. A trooper. I don't know if he's just going into a store to get some food or they're done searching. But looks like he's on his way. We got the DMV here. I think we should head over there. Delevan, Department of Motor Vehicles, got the state trooper up in here. Let's go ahead and see what he's got going on here. There's a different trooper. Got a bunch of plates up in here. Somebody's birthday or? Got forms and that down here. Too conspicuous here. Different state trooper. So one boy here. Must be a boring day if all they got to do is follow around the cameraman.
Daniel Barone, right?
That would be 100% incorrect. Nice try though. Nice try. Got all three of them now sitting over here. Trying to figure it out. It's now 1:09. Oop, it's now 1:09. They've been sitting here for 40 minutes. Wait, trying to figure out who your boy Erie County is. Having a little powwow here. It's now 1:19. It is officially 50 minutes from the time they showed up, and all three troopers have vacated and went about their day. I'll try to get by our vehicle, see if they're lurking around the corner or not. Erie County Fam, hang tight.
We live in a society now where people want to record how they discipline their child. People that might get mad with this video is the people that probably already embarrassed their child. You can discipline your child in their room. Take something away from them. If they act up, well, I'm like, son, you can't play the game.